is about family and like a much more meaningful message. And so, yeah, like if we can be aspirational for people in the sense of family, like 1000%, we've achieved our goal and our message.
I like that.
Yeah.
Aspirational
I feel
in the
like
context of family.
the book is a good example of that, because the book does not necessarily say everyone should travel like us all the time. Like there's no expectation
for
here
sure. It's
that
super
you're going to become the bucket
unrealistic.
list family. But, and maybe you can tell us more about the book from your words, but like from my understanding, the book is, here are ways that you can travel like how we travel.
Well, and if there's one thing I do want people to get out of the book is, I can't remember who was saying, you went to Hawaii a bunch as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of families, mine included, we were a Disney World family. People travel to the same place every single year, time and time again. But there's so much more out there, especially when it comes to nature and wildlife and culture and history. You know what I mean? Like the more people see of the world, the more they care. And now getting out that message, just, you know, I want to see people traveling more intentionally. And so I hope by putting out this book and some of these bucket list things that are actually achievable, not only for an individual, but for people with kids, you know, we can all become better ambassadors for the world.
Just so everyone knows, what are some examples of these bucket list items that
could
do?
We've swam with whales in Tonga, and we've stayed in castles, and we've, you know, been in the overwater bungalows, and we've
even this trip last week to Antarctica, I mean, it was a 23-day voyage, and our kids were the only kids on the boat. The average age was like 70. And everyone was kind of looking at us like, you crazy? Like, your kids are going to cross the Drake Passage. They did better than we did. And then also it's just like, it's a pretty intense thing. You know, you're there like literally amongst the elephant seals and fur seals and the penguins and everything. Like it's Antarctica is crazy. And, but we'll show very well in our videos, like how doable it is and how family friendly it is.
And it doesn't need to be these, you know, very expensive trips on safari, but you know, you can go to Baja, Mexico, and go to this lagoon in San Ignacio and have gray whales come up to your boat and want to be pet. Like stuff like that, people just didn't even know existed. So having
that's like
those
a very affordable experience.
It's a very affordable experience over, you know, having to. I mean, safari, I realize, is an absolute.
World,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, but even like going back to like what's the deeper message behind the message is when my friends have asked me, hey, like, welcome back from Antarctica. How was it? I find myself, the first thing I say is like, oh, it was incredible. Like 23 days on a boat with my family. Like my kids didn't have school and soccer and music practice and all of that stuff. I didn't have internet connection the majority of it. So like, what a unique time to be together as a family on this adventure. I find myself talking like more about like, oh, this is what it was as a family experience than just like, oh, the icebergs and this and the penguins.